This is Talking Stick Resort Arena, home to the worst team in the league, the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns finished the 2017-2018 season with a 21-61 record, putting them at the very bottom of the standings. However, like most tanking teams, this is the best case scenario because of one thing called the NBA draft. The NBA draft is the best way for teams to rebuild from the inside. They can draft young players that'll be able to push their franchise to last for 5 to 6 years. Granted, it does take time for these players to develop, but with GMs knowing exactly what they're looking for to keep the team afloat and knowing what's best for the franchise, these teams are able to successfully build for several years to come. Just take a look at the Warriors and the 76ers who have built within from the draft, and now they are both playoff teams, and the Warriors have won 2 championships in the last 4 or 5 years. Today I brought in Tyler Mannion, who creates a website every single year about the NBA draft. He's currently a freshman here at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism, but he knows a thing or two about the NBA draft.
Well, I'm from Philadelphia, so I'm a Sixers fan. So the Sixers, when I was growing up, were pretty good, and then they weren't. We went tank mode and trusted the process and whatnot. And we had a top lottery pick for a bunch of years in a row. So I was really focused on just trying to figure out who the Sixers should take, and I really wanted to know, so I just did some research. And so I'll look for, well, firstly, I like to watch the games. I really get a feel for a player just by watching them play. The numbers help a little bit, stats and whatnot, but really watching them play and seeing how their skills in that college game translate to the NBA is the main factor I'm looking for, and a lot of it's just gut feeling, to be honest with you. And this year the draft is everything to the Phoenix Suns, at least it should be. There's 2 players that really could be something special and really could change the franchise's direction and make them successful, and that's DeAndre Ayton and Luka Doncic. And I think if they end up with the top 2 pick in the lottery, they'll be fine, and they could go places. But if the ping pong balls don't fall their way, I'd be nervous if I was a Suns fan.
All right. Well, those are all the questions I got, so thank you, Tyler.
Of course.
Like Tyler said, building from the draft is the best possible solution for the Phoenix Suns because it is the best way for them to bring centerpieces to make sure the franchise brings back the winning culture it once had.